They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds Beckham, complete.
Let's go.
A gain of 11 and a first down.
Pistol. Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
You got tight. You got tight.
What's that?
You got tight right there.
What's that?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Check 4. Kill.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move. Check 25. Tight dog. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Blue down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mayfield, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hey, let's go.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
midfield to throw for it on fourth. And he will have a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, as the first half is winding down. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard. And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion.
But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 64 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check three. Check three.
On second down, Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on second and 8. Mayfield being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another chance.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I know the switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, spinning away. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Freeman with a fast feed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Freeman. Oh, what a juke into space. Still fighting for more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz or a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the counter, Ingram. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go screen. This is Ingram. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. This one fielded at the 5. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run here with Ingram. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Your track. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Freeman again. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 88 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. Back now in Baltimore. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. It's hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw, rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now it's the Ravens' turn. Trailing in this one now. 45 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
First down and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may...
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play action pass. You see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. He's still fighting forward. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Now Mayfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Stop your body.
Mayfield on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Stephen Weatherly in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Ben Gideon. He's the one that drops in this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show. And now it's 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This complete to Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your...
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. It's caught by Treadwell. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins now. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 10 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Mayfield looks to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Just a 4-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Play fake. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this is caught by Chris Johnson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
So oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 20! Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 73 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all.
And oh, it's blocked. And oh, the defense has it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he powers his way up past the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing Mayfield. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next chat.